And that off. Straight into the lead, Classical Dream, making the downhill run to the first of 13 fences. 2 3/4 miles the trip. In the opening 12:10, the download, the Bet Victor app, EBF Beginner's Chase. It's Classical Dream on to the first, followed by Digby. In the checks is Gold Bullion. On the outside is Maiden Muckers. They're followed up to the winning post first time by Friends and Commerce, and then Finn Fadaway. After them is Soldier of Honor, with running the race That's Me Finished, and then Starlight Cato, with the final couple Criminal Mischief and Coast Guard Lady. 2 circuits in front of them. Good run to the second fence, the first of 3 up the far side. Boiling along out in front, Classical Dream. Leads into the back straight, Digby, Gold Bullion, then Friends and Commerce. Maiden Muckers is next, and then Finn Fadaway on the inside of Soldier of Honor. Break of 3 lengths to Starlight Cato, and then That's Me Finished. Coast Guard Lady relegates Criminal Mischief to the back spot. Up the back they go to fences 2, 3, and 4. And starting to space them out, the long odds on favourite, Classical Dream and Paul Townend, over the second from Digby, Gold Bullion, Friends and Commerce, Maiden Muckers, Finn Fadaway. Soldier of Honor is next. On to the third, which is the first stitch, Classical Dream, fencing well. Leads to the fourth, Digby, and now there's a good 5 lengths between the first and second, and Gold Bullion, Friends and Commerce, Maiden Muckers. Last up the far side, as they swing across to the next 2 fences before the straight. Classical Dream by 6 lengths to Digby. Less than 4 lengths up in the third running Gold Bullion, who breaks away from Friends and Commerce, Maiden Muckers, Finn Fadaway. Further strung out onto the first of 2 fences, bringing them back to the straight. Over the first of the 2, Classical Dream maintains at least a 5-length advantage onto the fence on the turn into the straight. From Digby, Gold Bullion, Friends and Commerce, Maiden Muckers, and then Finn Fadaway. Good run to the sole fence in the straight before heading out on their second and final circuit. Classical Dream, firmly established as a high-class staying hurdler. Jumping fences for the first time today, makes the descent to the completion of a circuit. Chased all the while by Digby and Gold Bullion, then Friends and Commerce, Maiden Muckers. After them is Finn Fadaway and Coast Guard Lady. Soldier of Honor is 3 behind. That's Me Finished. Starlight Cato and Criminal Mischief. Final fence in a circuit's time. Not so far in front, Classical Dream. Over the next from Digby, Gold Bullion, Friends and Commerce, being followed by Maiden Muckers, racing together, Finn Fadaway and Coast Guard Lady. 7 or 8 lengths then to Soldier of Honor, who's well clear of the back 3. Starlight Cato, That's Me Finished, and Criminal Mischief. Finishing next time as they head towards the back straight. Another 6 fences left to jump. Classical Dream, all the while, is coming back to Digby, who's now within 3 to 4 lengths. And then Gold Bullion, who's always been third. Then Friends and Commerce and Maiden Muckers. Reaching their final mile, 3 fences awaiting them up the back straight. In race 1, the download the Bet Victor app, EBF Beginner's Chase, over 2 3/4 miles. Classical Dream, yet to see one of his rivals from the outset over that. You wouldn't think he's a first-timer over fences. He's very proficient going to the next. Classical Dream, Digby, Gold Bullion, still 1, 2, and 3, and then Maiden Muckers, Friends and Commerce, Coast Guard Lady, and Finn Fadaway. Last up the far side, 4 from the finish. Classical Dream, re-establishing a 5 to 6 length advantage, and down there Coast Guard Lady. Horse and rider quickly up. 3 fences left to jump. Classical Dream from Digby, Gold Bullion, and then Maiden Muckers, Friends and Commerce, and Finn Fadaway. They're well strung out, heading out of the third last fence. Classical Dream once more, reeled in by Digby, who was within 3 lengths, gone well clear of Gold Bullion, and then Maiden Muckross. As they come to the second last, Friends and Comers is next, and then Finfataway. Sticky in second place there was Digby. As they run the home turn, 1 fence left to jump, and it's Classical Dream and Paul Townend by 2 lengths to Digby, who's now pushed along to lie up with the long odds on favourite under Michael O'Sullivan. The pair turn in a long way clear of Gold Bullion and Rachel Blackmore, and then Friends and Comers, followed by Maiden Muckross, Finfataway. Down the hill to the final fence, and it's Classical Dream kicking away from Digby with 1 fence left to jump. It's Classical Dream, and Paul Townend into the last and jumped it beautifully from Digby, a long way clear of Gold Bullion, and on the run in, Classical Dream. It's been smooth sailing on chase debut for start turn. Classical Dream and Paul Townend. Digby second, Gold Bullion third.
Walk back in with Paul after a Classical Dreams win. Paul, I'm sure your hopes are fairly high coming here, but you couldn't have hoped for much more than that.
We'd be disappointed if we were beat, I suppose, yeah, but he was foot perfect everywhere. Very measured, quick from A to B, and behaved himself relatively well as well, so maybe he's growing up.
And like everything you asked him to do, he did. You were a wee bit long at the last on the far side. He lengthened, and you were a wee bit tight at the third last, and he shortened nicely as well.
Yeah, for he's looking at it himself from 10 strides away. He's lining it up, and and just never had to interfere. Just encourage him and not fall off him. And he has plenty of scope when you want him, but it was good and clever too. Ran down the hill at me a little bit to the first down the back, and when he got there, he was able to sort himself out. So that was a nice thing to take from it as well.
Of course, it's a delayed chasing debut, but had he done much schooling at home? He looked like a horse who had plenty of experience over fences.
He has done plenty of it. Sure, Willie's always tied with the idea of it, but he achieved a lot over hurdles. He's a high class horse to be going chasing, and he's not. He hasn't a million miles in the clock or anything either. There's loads of fire in his belly, and he's taken to it really well. And
all these beginner chasers coming now. You've got Mr. Policeman at Ferryhouse tomorrow, Gaelic Warrior as well. You looking forward to them as well?
You'd have to, yeah. They, it's an exciting time of year to get them out and get them going, and hopefully everything goes to plan and we can build on it from there. I suppose we're in the flow of the season now, but we're getting going, and yeah, it's a privileged position.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.